everyone, welcome back to our channel. It is daily sketch time, and Elena and I are going to draw Demon Slayer characters. In case you don't know, Demon Slayer is an anime. It's pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah.
And I am drawing the pig head guy. I think it's Inosuke.
Yeah, something like that.
And you are drawing who?
Nezuko.
Nezuko.
But the cool one.
Yeah. So, let's get sketching. These are gonna take around 10 minutes, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
We'll see. This guy, I love this character. He is crazy and wild and hilarious. That's one thing that I do like about the show, is the characters are pretty funny, huh?
Yeah.
And this dude wears like this giant pig head mask. And he's pretty wild, pretty crazy. Nezuko's a cool character too though, huh?
Yeah.
Big old pig nose on there. And like I said previously, these videos I'm gonna shoot for 10 minutes on this. 10 to 20 minutes, depending on the drawing. This one might take a little bit more time, but we'll see. The daily sketches, you know, they're super important to get that hand-eye coordination down. And I just think it's like a really good thing to get into as far as a routine if you want to get good at drawing. You like doing it too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, our allergies are killing us where we're at. What do you like about this anime?
Nezuko's awesome, and
She's a pretty big badass, that's for sure.
I mean, like you said, it's really funny.
You've drawn Nezuko quite a few times, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've got some Nezuko shirts. I don't know, one thing that bugs me a little bit about the show is, man, the characters are emotional. Sometimes I just can't even take it. They cry a lot,
Especially Zenitsu. That's literally what he does.
He gets really mad.
99%.
What's
of the
the
time.
dude, the lightning guy, kid?
Yeah, Zenitsu.
Oh, Zenitsu, yeah, this is Inosuke. He cries nonstop. But this guy has these cool, like, chopped up razor blade swords that I like. And, yeah, I'm just sketching out his body, getting the form right. I want him to have kind of a dynamic pose here. We'll do one leg up and then one leg kind of going back into the background. As you can see, staying super loose, just getting the form down. And yeah, I like drawing these anime stuff is super fun to draw for me because the characters are so dynamic. Like their poses and everything. They have exaggerated foreshortening, which is always super fun to draw. That's when like the hand comes out at you, but the hand is gigantic. Things like that. I really like that style. I'm trying to figure out how I want this arm back here. I want it to kind of come up. This bicep right here. But then I think I want it like, I'll do it like this. So when I draw a forearm that's coming out at you, so his bicep's coming up right here, and then the forearm is totally straight at you, like this. Make sure I'm filming. I don't want to make the same mistake we made in the last video where we didn't film the whole time. So it's just a cylinder, and a cylinder facing at you is either an oval or a circle. Just draw it as a circle. And then I'll take a square, and this is the top half of my square, and this will tell me the angle of my fist. So if I want the fist like straight at you, like he's, the sword would be coming through his head though, so that's not great. So when I think about the fist, I'm gonna do an angle like this. so that the sword kind of comes this direction, if that makes sense. And then I always just do a square for the knuckles. And then the knuckles I always do, it's not a straight across square for the knuckles. Your fist like curves around. You see that? So it's not straight like this. It like curves around. So I always do a slight curve to the knuckles, just makes it look more realistic. I don't think his swords have actual hilts, like the thing that protects your hand. I think it's just the part that comes up and then does this. But he has long handles, I think, on his, and they're like wrapped. There we go. And I'm gonna have this hand, because I don't want the sword to come across like this. I want it to kind of go through here. So I'm gonna twist his hand a little bit. And then have it be more vertical. Square off the figure a little bit. And all these things that I'm deciding right now, they're kind of, you know, these are the things you pick up on as you draw more and more, as far as like your, why am I brain farting right now? Your composition and just your form and spatial awareness, just figuring out like how you like to make dynamic characters and poses. I like that ankle and the poofy pants at the bottom on this guy. I think that'll be super cool. And he's got like a fur belt that's really big. And I think I might exaggerate it just to balance out over here on the page. You know, how's Nezuko coming?
Actually really good.
Yeah, I really like it. You're really...
One thing different about her costume is this sleeve is shorter than the other sleeve. The first season didn't have that. It was just like a normal kimono
yeah.
thing. So that's different.
That's interesting. Huh. I wonder why they chose to do that.
Well, we're gonna find out once it's dubbed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So she doesn't like to watch the Japanese versions of the anime, so she waits for them to come out in the dub, which is fine. And we watch that show together a lot, so I'm kind of waiting to watch the second season as well. I will say, as far as anime goes, one of the things that I touched on a little bit ago, why I fell in love with anime so much, is how dynamic the artwork is. I love how dynamic the anime artwork design style is. Some sucks, not gonna lie, some of it's not as good as others. One of my favorite animes ever because of the art style is One Punch Man. The action sequences and stuff in that are just awesome. Okay, so I'm done with my pose. Kind of cool, right? Let's see, actually I need to put this foot in. It's like jumping through the air, kind of.
One part of it of the show that kind of was interesting was he actually like fights lower to the ground like an actual hogwood.
Oh
which
yeah,
is really crazy.
That's
cool.
That's a good thing that you noticed that. That's awesome. That's a very cool style to incorporate in a character like him. Okay, I'm gonna start adding my markers. So unlike the last video, like I said, I think I'm gonna get a little faster with these by pulling the colors out that I'm gonna use ahead of time. And that way, actually, you know what I didn't grab though? I didn't grab R910. These are Artify colors, in case you're wondering. Very cheap markers, but great. And this was my shadow layer. So we're gonna do shadows. It was almost all in shadow. This whole side over here is in shadow, except for the horn. Horn comes up, so it comes up out of the shadow, so you don't want to put that in shadow. But basically everything else on this side of his head down to his shoulder, so the light's coming in this direction, so his head is going to cast a big shadow over on this side. Actually, you know what I might do on this? I might add shadows after. So I'm gonna do colors since I have all my colors out. And I kind of go back and forth on this. I don't know which one I like better as far as how I set up stuff. But I'm gonna drop my colors in right now. Ooh, that's really orange. But yeah, it might have been a better choice to go with it more. But whatever. It'll just be noticeable.
Looks like a fox skin maybe.
Yeah. A little bit less natural than I probably would have liked, but just gonna make it pop more. You can always go over colors too with like a contrasting color to dull them out a bit. And this could be a decorative fur belt instead of a realistic one. The only reason I say it doesn't fit him is because he's more of a natural mountain goat type guy who lives in the mountains. Obviously you can see I didn't follow my guidelines exactly. I do like to let the markers kind of do their own thing as well. Let's see. This pig head is like a tan color. I think picking out the colors ahead of time to where I'm not looking around for stuff. The last daily sketch video, I had to stop and look for colors a lot, so I'm trying to prevent that so it's a little less annoying for you guys to watch. And again, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions, things like that, we had a few suggestions from the last video that I think might be interesting to try. This was one Elena really wanted to do as well, so we kind of went with this one this time, but we're definitely gonna mix things up with these daily sketch videos. I didn't pick out a great skin color on this. And if you're coming to this channel for the first time, we are using Bic pens, Artify markers, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And I am going very fast, so I'm not super concerned with getting the colors exactly in the right spot. I can always fix that later. And I like the red lines kind of showing through on these. It kind of adds flavor to the illustration, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a stylistic choice on my part, so if you want things to be a bit tighter for you, that is totally up to you, but for me, I like keeping things loose. I like artwork to look like it was handmade versus computer generated. Not that I have a problem with that. In fact, I love digital art. But if I'm doing handmade stuff, I like it to look handmade. What about you, Bug?
I mean, yeah, sometimes it comes out flat, like.
Yeah.
But.
For digital art, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder how much time we've used so far. How much do you think?
I don't know. Like, maybe
15 minutes, you think? The goal is to keep these under 10 minutes, so we will see kind of where we're at. We are at 15 minutes right now.
Whoa.
I know. Time is going by fast. So, I didn't pick out a good Y900. I didn't pick out a skin color. Did you?
She's like really.
Oh yeah, she's really pale. Good call on that. Let's see. Of course, this is what I didn't want to happen. Y800. Let's go Y800. I'll make him pale. I don't care. That'll work. Thing is, I didn't want to color too close to the pig head, so I wanted to err on the side of too light. And see how it's bleeding the red big pin a little bit? I don't mind that at all. I think that's kind of cool. The colors are awesome too, because when you start adding color, it blocks in the shapes for you, so I can kind of ignore the scribbles like on this outside edge here that kind of go off the character. I'm gonna go with the same color I used for the pig head for his shoes, like ninja shoes. And for his hilt too, just like this, because those are like a tan wrap. And so yeah, basically got him mapped out here, blocked in, and now it's the fun part. I got like 3 minutes to add some cool details, right? What do I want to do right? Oh yeah, shadows. So I'm gonna finish up my shadows now. Over the top. This will be different than the last video where I did the shadows first. These shadows are gonna be over the top. I think I might want to go with a darker shadow though. I always go with purples for my shadows. Cool color. Lends itself to shadows pretty easily. And you can see I'm just dropping these in. See, the shadows will show up nicely on the lighter colors, but I won't be able to use this color for the legs, so I will pick out a different color for that shadow. Real quick, like, and then for CGO9, is that what I used? No, CGO7. CGO9 is right here. Okay, this will be perfect. How's it coming? Dang, you whipped that out fast. You've gotten really fast. That's amazing that you can do it that fast. 20 minutes? That's a good drawing for 20 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm proud of it. It looks...
Yeah, you should be. It's awesome.
But I gave her a big forehead. It's huge.
That's okay. Big foreheads aren't a big deal. She can have a big forehead. So this arm's blocking. It's gonna be a big shadow right here. This whole leg on the bottom half, I'm gonna make shadow. I feel like sometimes it's easy to get scared of blocking whole sections in, and going fast helps you kind of just throw it on there. You know, you don't care as much, so you're willing to make bigger, more extreme decisions that I think need to be made when you're drawing. Being too apprehensive can hurt you for sure. Taking risks, especially in a sketchbook where you're supposed to be experimenting. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's got like, I don't want to give him those. Okay. So I need my little gray. Is it one? Is that it? Close enough. Just to block these swords in. And now I'm going to take this purple big pen and define some of these shapes a little bit better. And this is going to just flesh things out on my character. I'm going to add some little textures in there.
I also learned to, like, when I do hair,
Yeah.
When you use like a white jelly pen and then do this and then like blend it with your finger.
Oh yeah, that's a really good idea. If you want less harsh highlights, that's a wonderful idea. Good tip, Elena. So sometimes I forget the things to tell you guys, because if you draw tons and tons, you forget some of the more basic things. And that's why I think having Elena here with me to remember some of those things that I easily can forget is a really good thing. So what do you need?
This one.
Okay. I feel like I've surpassed that 20-minute mark, but like I said, some of the drawings are going to go past. It's not like a absolute hard rule that we can't. So I feel like this one turned out a little better than the previous video, which we always want to be improving. Again, looking for feedback on these. Hope you guys like these videos. This is, you know, something I feel like we can do. It'll help Elena and I get better at drawing, and I think you guys can draw along with us at some point. Like I said, I want to do these live so we can all kind of draw together, and you guys can ask questions in real time. And again, also, my other idea for this is to finish some of these drawings up that I like a little bit more, like after the fact, and you guys can see a more refined version of this drawing at some point. But you can at least get the meat and potatoes of how it all started and stuff in these shorter videos. So we are almost done. You feel like you're pretty close to being done?
Yep. Just adding a few more highlights and then we'll be done.
I like to always add little cross hashes and stuff in here. I think I'll probably end up fine-tuning this one a little bit more, and so maybe I'll post this to the comment section of the video so you guys can see a more refined version of this, and Elena's as well. Maybe that's what I'll do from now on. And then you will see this video in my sketchbook tour at some point. So at the end of the week, after we do a bunch of these daily sketch videos, I will have my regular sketchbook tour, because I still will draw like I normally do, and because I draw off of camera as well quite a bit. So you guys will see all these in the sketchbook tour at the end of the week, which will be on either Thursday or Fridays. And we're trying to do these every day, like I said, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna call that good.
Done.
I didn't add any highlights though. Where's the highlighter? I gotta do that real quick.
Hold on.
That is amazing. Do it quick. Let me see yours.
I added a little bit too many petals on like her tattoos, I'm guessing. I haven't seen it yet, but
Yeah, I think it looks pretty sweet. I love her face and her walking pose that you nailed, with the leg coming up like that. Like she looks like she's like walking towards you. And one thing you got really good on this, Elena, was the shift in the body. So see how her shoulders are at an angle rather than just straight across? That kind of angle, and the hips kind of come in together too. That's a big deal. That's an awesome thing that you're recognizing that and incorporating that. It just makes your characters less stiff. What's the red for? Anyway, that's the video, you guys. I hope you liked it. Yeah, suggestions for other videos. I think we might do another Demon Slayer though, because there's some characters that I would love to draw from that show. Some more characters. But we're gonna be bouncing around a ton, so doing all kinds of different characters every day. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.